Hey everybody, Cream Crazy here, and I've just finished watching Raw. If you may not have noticed, I'm up here tonight. Raw may have ended on a very epic crescendo with that fantastic segment with Brett, CM Punk, and John Cena, but of course, the night has been overshadowed by Jerry King Lawler collapsing at ringside during the Primetime Players Brian Kane match, and he was taken to a medical facility where he has received treatment for what I think could either probably be a heart defect or something to do with the brain. I don't know, of course, because there's no information out there. And the fact is that going off Raw, Michael Cole's kept updating us throughout the night, and the good news, if you watched Raw and not just switched it off because you couldn't watch anymore, because I'm happy I watched that end segment to hear that last update that Jerry is breathing on his own, his heart is beating on its own, he's in as stable condition as he can be at the moment, and he's going in for a CAT scan to check where the problems lie for him. Now, on this note, I can safely say that I'm relieved that Jerry is doing well, hopefully. I have immense respect for Michael Cole for, one, keeping us updated through this hard time that he's obviously going to be going through, and to be honest, there isn't too many people who can not respect him for showing real compassion and emotion for his friend in a time that he really needs it, and I have to tip my hat off to you, Michael Cole. We hate you a lot because of your character, but it's moments like this why people really should give a shit, and that's my personal token of respect to you. One thing I'm also very pleased about is I go on a lot of rants about the IWC and how very negative we are as a community and how angry it gets me and other people, but I'm very pleased to know that in moments like this, all that negativity, all that hatred goes away, and we come together as the large, passionate community that we are to show every single bit of emotion we can into something. And I get annoyed that it ends up being moments like these that that make these signs of unity in the wrestling world happen. But for the IWC to show such emotion, such compassion, such unity tonight for Jerry the King Lawler is something I found really humbling, because too many times I see us just at each other's throats, and especially with me in Wrestling Jesus about a couple of weeks back, it just makes me feel so happy that I'm in a group of fantastic people who respect the industry as much as I do, and that when it comes to the health of another performer, we stand by them and hope they do well, because it matters to all of us. It really does, and this shows why wrestling matters, because it's not just what goes on in the ring and what happens in our front of us, it's what happens outside the ring, and how these wrestlers become part of showing us how great our industry is by being great people, by being wonderful people, and just by showing their passion, we bring the passion with it. And I pray, and I did pray tonight, because I don't normally pray because I'm not a religious person, but all I can say now is, as I go to bed at 4:20 in the morning, I hope everything goes well, Jerry. I hope you pull through. Everybody here, every subscriber I have, every watcher of every video on YouTube about this, every single poster on Facebook, every single person who is a fan, everyone who's not a fan, and anyone else who either knows you personally, professionally, and every other side of every coin that exists in this kind of scenario. And we're all rooting for you. We all hope you pull through. And I mean, the one thing I can say, you're probably not going to be there at Night of Champions this upcoming weekend, which we can all fully understand. And I just hope that the updates when I wake up in the morning UK time are as promising as the one that Michael Cole left us with. Because at the moment now, as Raw's gone off air, it's all we can really hope for. We can only really hope and pray that everything turns out right. And it's just I can't find the words for it, everybody. I can't find the words, because as a wrestling fan, to have experienced something like that during this show, I mean, a lot of people are harkening it back to the Owen Hart tragedy, which, let's just hope that it doesn't take that turn, because that's the one thing we don't want to happen. We don't want to have another wrestling tragedy on our hands. We want this to be one of those good stories where somebody manages to fight against this and pull through. So Jerry King Lawler, Hall of Famer, all-round legend, fight through this, man, and hopefully we'll see you back on Raw very, very soon. I've been Cream Crazy. You've been people watching.